Good evening, everyone, and welcome to MJ Live. We are going to have such an exciting show today. Don't go too far. We're going to just start with a quick countdown, but come on back. We're going to have an amazing show. I got some stuff to reveal to you as well. We're going to have some guests during the main part of the show. So don't go too far. I will be right back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MJ Live. We are back again. It's another week. This has been the longest week ever. I feel like I've actually been away for a week. How are you guys doing? Welcome, Gary Revelation Dixon. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful year so far. Welcome to all of you guys who are tuned in. It's great to be back. Ooh, I'll tell you, it's been such a revealing last month. This month has been so interesting. And I want to let you know that I think some of you guys were probably on my business launch about 2 weeks ago. And I've been in this business that I'm in for just about a month now. And just over this month, I have discovered, I have revealed, I'm going to be exposing some things about this company that you guys need to know about, especially if you are considering doing something like this. Sometimes people don't tell you everything until you get inside. And once you get inside, you realize, what it's all about. So if you want to be a part of that, you're going to have to ask me for the link, ask me for the Zoom link, because we can't do this in public. We can't do this on Facebook. We can't do this on YouTube, but we certainly can do it in the privacy of a Zoom call. So if you were on the original launch, or if you want to know what are these secrets I'm exposing about this company that I got involved with, you need to be on this call. It's going to be straight after this, right after my show at 9 o'clock. This thing can't wait. It's going to be right after the show at 9 o'clock. All right, it's very, very serious, and I want you guys who follow me, who who trust me, who you want to know what I'm up to and stuff like that. I want you to be there, right? My eyes are burning, but I'm still here. My cousin, hey, Anna in England. Listen, girlfriend, you know how it is. You don't have to, you can watch the replay if it's killing you, but I still appreciate you being here. All right, guys. So that's some information that I'm going to be sharing with you at 9 o'clock. All right, straight after this show. This show is for an hour. Straight after this show, I'm going to be doing a Zoom link. All right, a Zoom call, a Zoom meeting. Right. If you want to be a part of that, ask me for the link. It's only for those who ask. It's only for those who are interested. Right. Okay. So aside from that, welcome, Aurel. How are you doing? I saw you have a new picture out. Welcome, Anna. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, all of you guys who are tuned in, logged in from wherever, whether you are on Facebook or on YouTube. It's good to have you. Tell a friend. Don't be mean. Let a friend know. Let somebody know that we are here, and we're going to have an amazing guest today. Two amazing guests, husband and wife, king and a queen. We have a king and a queen with us today. Oh my word. I got to find my information for this king and this queen. They're going to be joining us any minute now. But like I was saying to you, I want you to be aware of all the things that are going on. There are so many different businesses, programs, and so forth. And I'm going to be revealing. You want the link? Kalila Elliott. Send me a message. Send me a messenger. Send me a message through Messenger, and I will get you that link for after this show. Right after this show, I'm going to be revealing some stuff. It can't be the link can't be given in public. So if you can send me a private message in Messenger, I can certainly give you that number, that URL for the private session we're going to have right after. Alma Stone, good evening to you, madame. Good evening to you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop my phone number in. And you can text me for a link, just in case we can't connect any other way. I want to make sure that you can connect with me. There's my phone number. I'm going to reveal some stuff for you at 9 o'clock. So I'm hoping that you can see the number. Let me see. I might have to put it into another room as well. Let me put it into. I'm going to put it into the Melissa Jane Show group as well. Melissa Jane Show. And I want to make sure that you get this link. I'm sure if you were on the original launch, then you're going to be like, wow. Marcia Demers is here. Welcome, Marcia Demers. Good evening to you, madame. And she was also on the call, the original. Let me put my number in. She was also on the original launch, 954-279. I don't mind giving my number out at all, because that is right there. So connect with me. Right after this, at 9 o'clock, we're going to go into a Zoom meeting. All right. How you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing? We are almost ready to have our guest come up. And I want to make sure that everything is in order, because we have royalty. We have royalty coming in the show tonight. Can you imagine that? We have royalty. Wow. It's my first time having royalty on the show. We have a king and a queen gonna be joining us tonight. Are you excited, guys? I'm just excited. Oh, there's also one other thing that I forgot to tell you about. I'm going to be on a podcast. Remember, a few weeks ago we had Kimberly Sumter on the show. Well, she has a podcast, as you can remember. It's called Sisters Connect, and I am going to be on her podcast on Monday. So I'm going to share the link for you over the next couple of days. But she interviewed me. It's so strange when, if you're a show host, when somebody interviews you, it's just kind of, because you don't really speak about yourself very much as a show host. You don't speak about yourself so much. But when somebody else is interviewing you, then it's very, very nice. So we're going to have Kimberly Sumter. She's going to be doing an interview, or actually, I'm on her podcast. I want to show you what it looks like. I want to show you what the flyer looks like. But Sisters Connect. Welcome, welcome, guys. Please share. We still have just a minute or two before our guest comes on. Share the link. Tell a friend. Invite just one or two people. Tag a few people in the post. Give me some love. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Awesome. I will definitely listen next Monday. Thank you. You will really like Kimberly Sumter. Alma, did you join her? Did you join her group? She has a Sisters Connect group. Did anybody join her group when she was on the last time? She was so amazing. She's so amazing. She has the smoothest voice. Smooth like butter. Smooth like butter. And then also Alma has a group as well. Most people have groups these days because we're building our communities up. And also yes, I joined. Awesome. I thought I saw what was her name again? I thought I saw somebody else. Let me see, but I don't see her now. Yeah, sometimes I don't see everybody because if you're in multiple different groups, Marva Riley. I thought I saw Marva Riley. Is Marva Riley here? Is Fabian Lyon here? Oh, Fabian Lyon also has a show. Oh, I'm so excited to be a part of such great company. How's everyone doing? Drop me a line and just let me know how you're doing. Drop me a message before our guest comes up. He's going to be calling in just 3 minutes. This is going to be good, guys. This is going to be such a good show. And remember, straight after this at 9 o'clock, I'm going to have a special Zoom meeting. And I want to reveal some stuff that I discovered about the business that I got into. Wow, 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 wow. Very, very shocking, very surprising. And you guys need to know, because I'm not the only one that's joining this company, and people don't tell you everything until once you're in, then you discover it, right? Shocking, shocking, shocking. You got to be there. I'm going to reveal it tonight. I'm going to reveal it all, but it has to be done in private. I can't do it on Zoom. I can't do it on Facebook. I can't do it on YouTube. All right, here's the flyer. It's going to be Sisters Connect podcast, episode 48. I'm going to be 48, episode 48. And I'll send the links out and everything. It's so exciting. As a matter of fact, I can send the link out right now while I'm waiting for my guest to arrive. I'm going to send the link to you, and you will be able to join the podcast. And when you join the podcast, you can join the podcast right away. You'll be able to get the link, a notification. You'll be able to get the notification. So that's a pretty cool thing to do ahead of time. So you don't have to wait for the last minute if you want to get that. So let me go ahead and give you that as well. I'll give it to you there. That's the podcast that I'm going to be on. And let me also give it to you here. There's several rooms going on here. All right. I think we're just about ready. Let's get it off the screen now. We can get it off the screen now. All right. So welcome again. Welcome to MJ Live. This is the Business Connections segment. We have tonight, we're going to be having a king and a queen. Did I say that already? Yes, I did. A king and a queen. I don't want to keep you waiting too long because we got something special coming up. I don't want to keep you too long. So before we get into that, let me just tell you about myself. I am Melissa Jane, your digital marketing strategist, and you can get hold of me on 954-279-3893. My social media is Melissa Jane on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and you can also email me on info@melissajane.com if you want to get hold of me. Oh, you know what? There are so many good things happening these days. I'm also going to be on. Welcome, Margaret January. Welcome, Fabian. I'm also going to be on my information. I've got a course. I don't know. Does anybody remember a few weeks ago when I told you about me being part of another academy? Another one. It's called Wingspan Academy. As a matter of fact, let me share my screen. I can share my screen and show you about this Wingspan Academy. And basically, my courses are going to be on another platform, and it's called Wingspan Academy. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Look at my screen here. Okay, our guest has arrived. Our guests have arrived, so we're going to go over to them in just 1 second. So I just wanted to just tell you that I'm on this academy. It's called Wingspan Academy, and one of my courses is here. And as time goes by, I'm going to be adding more courses here. There are other people on here, but I want to give a big shout out to Priscilla Dames, who is the founder and the developer of this academy. It's called Wingspan Academy, and I have been invited to have my courses here. All right. If anybody wants to know more information about that, you can also get hold of me and we can talk about that. All right. It's time, guys. It's time. Good evening, Amare and Amani Amari.
Good evening.
Good evening. How everybody doing out there?
What? I'm doing great. You guys look so beautiful, both of you.
Thank you. We appreciate that, family.
Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen you out in social media land, Mr. Amar, and I've been wanting to have you on the show for a while. So it's my honor to have you both on the show tonight.
Thank you. Likewise. We humbled and honored as well, Queen. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let us get into this tonight because we have a lot to go through. Let me give you your official introduction. I'd like to welcome Amare and Amani Amari to the show.
That's right.
They are both serial entrepreneurs, motivational speakers, and mentors. They're also parents and grandparents. They control a real estate investment company, multiple online stores, and a networking business. Now, their business is called Synergetic. Oh, I've got to stumble in here.
It's okay. Synergetic
Network Group, LLC. And their mission is to help our people build generational wealth via business and investing. They accomplish that by inviting subject matter experts on their program to teach in all of the above areas. So again, I'd love to welcome you to the Business Connection segment on MJ Live.
Thank you so much. We're honored to be here. Thank you.
All right, so let's get into it now because I know there's a lot to go through. Could you first start with how you got into the world of entrepreneurship and business?
Absolutely. Well, my queen, she was the one who had initially started as an entrepreneur. And so when she and we came together, we started constructing a family business plan. And so we knew that's one of the avenues that could take us there to be able to build generational wealth for our family. And so she told me prior to she and I getting together that she was seeking out being a real estate investor, and she wanted to get back onto that track. She felt like that was something that she should start pursuing again. And I myself personally, I was thinking of being a homeowner, but not an investor per se.
Right.
So, after that dialogue she and I had, I listened to a real estate investor speaking on YouTube, how it had changed his life. And after I heard him talk about that and the conversation combined with my queen, I was like, this is confirmation, like, what more do I need? Let's do it. So, we pursued it. We knew that it's a very lucrative industry. I looked at a lot of the multimillionaires and billionaires, and all of them own real estate.
Right.
So there you have it.
Okay, so let's talk to you a little bit. I'd like to just first welcome you again, Amani. This is my first time really speaking with you as well. But what is your background as far as business and so forth?
Well, ever since the youth, I've been an entrepreneur at heart. I purchased my first home when I was 21 years old.
Wow.
And after that, I sought to be a real estate investor. There were a couple of hurdles along the way, but, we got over them in regards to real estate investing. And it wasn't until I came into contact with my king that I realized that the dream I've had all my life, it can be achieved with the teamwork that we do with each other. So after, just as he stated, after we had that conversation, we began to work towards, being investors and things like that. But prior to me meeting my king, there were, just different entrepreneur avenues that I took, but I really wanted to be a real estate investor.
Right. Now, I got to say this from the get-go. I just love the way how you guys just complement each other. I mean, in business, but I love the way how you call each other king and queen. It's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love that.
Anything less would be uncivilized, my good lady.
Before we really dive into the whole business, because I want to get like 5 tips on how our audience can really go down the path of entrepreneurship and generational wealth. Before we get to those 5 tips, you're very Afrocentric in your life. Could you just talk about that a little bit? Why is that so important?
Well, it's important because it connects us with a mindset. It's more to it than the clothes. It's a mentality. Our culture is rooted in moral principles, and principles that our ancestors subscribed to thousands of years ago, prior to us even coming here to the Americas. So I found it to be very beneficial for me to get back in touch with who I really am, and unfortunately that was stripped from us. And I recognize that the reason why we have so many problems as it relates to social ills is because of the fact that the African throughout the diaspora are out of our minds, like literally. So in order for us to be in our right minds, we have to subscribe to our ideologies that is suitable for the African family.
And do you find that people are straying away from the heritage, or do you still find that people are like yourselves and they are really embracing it?
Well, we're the ones that we've come into contact, they're starting to embrace it. First off, they didn't know. We had not a clue. You know what I mean? We didn't have a clue about our religion that we were practicing. We didn't have a clue that our last names, where they came from. We didn't have a clue on any of it because although it was out there, it wasn't taught to us in school or anything. And my husband and I both, we were older when we found out a lot of the things that we found out. And when we found it out, of course, we were appalled, and we wanted everybody to know.
Wow.
And not just because of our voice, but a lot of people started sounding the alarm. We had access to, information that we never had access to. So people are waking up.
Yeah.
They're saying, they're saying exactly what happened, and they see the connect, and they're starting to kind of gradually go away from a lot of the things that we were taught to practice and taught to wear and taught to say. And we're building a bigger community, a closer community.
Wow.
On that, please, and it'll be very brief. I must say that we didn't lose anything. We were cut off.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's right.
We were cut off from our culture.
Without a doubt.
So we have to reconnect to what we have been disconnected from.
I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. We'll talk a little bit about your store at the end. And as well, do you teach? Because you mentioned Amani, you mentioned that you wanted to educate, or you educate people. Do you teach on the whole culture and everything?
Not really. It's just what we do when we go on live. We go live 3 times a week, and we stress, things about our culture, and we teach. We actually teach different things about the culture. So, to make one more aware.
Okay. All right. So let's get into, 5 or so tips, or things that you guys have learned over the years in your experience with entrepreneurship and business. Could you give our audience 5 ways on how they can start building generational wealth and so forth?
Well, I'll start with me.
The queen has to start.
We're so in unity, we almost start talking at the same time. So I just stopped.
I love it.
There's just so many ways to build generational wealth. I don't know if my king told you, but we recently, last 10 years, husband and wife or what have you. But prior to meeting my king, there was some things that I had to put into place, such as savings, and when I say savings, I'm talking about I had to seek out advisors in regards to what should I do even with my 9-to-5 paycheck. So after I found out that with your 9-to-5 paycheck, that you could funnel money through savings, you could funnel money through 401k, you can even, do stocks, things to help to, long-term investment for now.
Uh-huh.
And then I've learned that you could spend 70% of your income and save 30%. And I can actually go through a little, and that's just tip number 1. Create multiple streams of income through your 9-to-5, if that's what you have, and your side hustle. But when you're on this 9-to-5, check out their stock options, check out the benefits, check out their 401k. How much are they matching you? You want to grasp all of the money that you can. How could you capitalize on whatever they have without being taxed?
Right.
When you submit to your 401k, it's pre-tax. So you need to take advantage of what they have to offer there at the job. That's why a lot of people get to go to the jobs. They want to know, what are your benefits? So that was one. Multiple streams of sources of income, your full-time job, and you need to have a side hustle. You need to have something on the side to help you to gain income, whether it be a Uber driver, whether it's some online business or other sorts, just to help you to gain more income so you can use that income to invest in your stocks, to invest in your businesses, or to put aside for, your children or what have you. So you probably won't get really, really rich on a job, but you can use that money to flip and to cause it to multiply.
Mm.
So that was my one.
Right, that's number one. And in addition to that, you mentioned about getting a side hustle or a job. Is that also to help with the tax? Does that help with, how you do your taxes, having a side hustle?
Yes, if you report it correctly.
Exactly.
It could be a side business. One of the businesses that I did have, coming up was I was a Mary Kay representative. And people don't know that when we sold Mary Kay, that they taught us like a Harvard degree. We filed taxes.
Oh, really?
We claimed, things that should be claimed and written off. We understood that. So that's a side hustle that can be used. Uber, you file as a 1099 or what have you, and you're able to, claim things under your 1099 or under your name, which makes it better. A regular W-2 employee may not get all of the benefits and the tax cuts like those that have businesses.
Wow. Did you say Mary Kay teach you how to do your taxes and so forth?
Mary Kay taught us how to run a business. And in running a business, it was filing taxes and things like that. That was a part of it.
Wow.
Reporting what you had and taking those deductions. And, at the time we were taking, for travel and eating out and, all the things, the office that we had at the house, we were deducting all of that, which could perhaps cause us to have a greater tax return, or the fact that you're just not paying taxes is a good deal.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know they did all that. Okay, yes. So we got pretty extensive with number one. You want to take number two, our king?
Well, it starts with a mindset. I always tell people that you have to be in a wealthy place mentally, and then your mindset will take you wealthy places because we live the way we think. So the most important thing is getting your mindset there. But how does your mindset get there? As we all know, it's information. Information influences our thoughts. So we need accurate financial strategies that we can implement. And after we find out those accurate strategies, we implement those strategies. What we have to learn how to do is not only to gain it, but how to sustain it. Then we have to learn how to grow it. And then as we grow it, we have to learn how to protect it, right? So now we're talking about trust, learning about trust, learning about land trust. When you have properties, putting your properties in those trusts. So that is protection of your business. Also, putting your business in limited liability corporations like LLCs, corporation S corps. That is a portion of the protection. Also understanding that you need to learn the legality measure of business. So you have to learn how to structure your business, doing that properly, getting your business operation agreements, getting your business accounts, registering your business with the state, and understanding. So, we have to learn those things because a lot of people, they start a business, but they don't know all of the above that I first said. And of course, there's more than that, but I don't want to make it lengthy. I just want to give you a very brief synopsis of some of the tools that you can utilize to build generational wealth. Now, also, it does us no good just knowing this. It's called generational wealth.
Right.
All right. So we have to teach our children. Okay, our children, it can't be generational. It was not passed down.
Right.
So we have to teach our children these various strategies, whether or not they want to be entrepreneurs or not.
Right.
They still need to understand business and the importance of investing. Invest, because let the truth be told, some of our children won't be. That's just really the bottom. Some of them don't desire to do that. Right. So, of course, we have to respect that. So at least teaching them financial strategies, again, investing and teaching them how to properly invest their monies, teaching them about high yielding savings account, teaching them about proper budgeting, teaching them about credit, learning credit, how to leverage credit, because a lot of people are misled about credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have personal credit and then you have business credit, right? So we got to start teaching these various tools to our children so they in turn can pass that information down to our grandchildren, so it can, of course, become a domino effect of knowledge, generational knowledge and wisdom and understanding, having financial literacy instead of generational ignorance.
Wow, that's powerful, and I'm looking down here because I'm taking notes as you're talking, guys. So
we're at 10 now.
Yeah, you guys in the chat room, please go ahead and leave your comments, leave your questions for Amar and Amani. They have a wealth of information, as you can see, in just this short space of time. Get your notepads out, get your pens ready, because they're giving knowledge here. And, you know, I want you guys to pick up what they're putting down. So let's get with it, guys. Put your questions in, put your comments in. So we've got number 2. I mean, I've already got 2 pages written down. So so we talked about multiple streams of income, and we talked about mindset. Let's go on to number 3.
Well, honestly, I kind of like tied in numerous steps in my answer, to be frank with you.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
because, you know, again, you know, you have to learn, you know, then you have to implement what you learn, you know, and as I stated, when you have the sustaining piece, you know, and the growing piece and the protecting piece, that's growing your wealth. That's how the wealthy do it, because they know about these various tax, as my queen had mentioned earlier. They know about tax breaks. They know about tax write-offs. They know about these financial shelters, like I mentioned before, like trust. Okay. So really it's education. You grow wealth by education. See, if you don't know how to grow it, then you can't grow it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to know how to grow it, sustaining it, meaning learning the administrative piece, as we mentioned, you know, about getting the business lawyers, understanding about accounting and taxes and things of that nature. That's why I had mentioned that, because a lot of people, businesses get shut down because they don't know how to properly run a business.
Okay.
And they don't understand these things, the importance of bookkeeping, you know, and filing their taxes and things of this nature and registering their business. This is the reason why we don't get certain funding as well. I'm not saying the only reason, but part of that reason is because we don't have our businesses established legally. So we can't get to the money because we're not registered. So therefore, being that your business is not registered, you're not recognized with the state. You may be having transactions with capital in a product or a service, but if you're not registered, you won't be able to receive the benefits, like a lot of the free money, the grants and things of that nature, because you're not a legally registered business.
Right. So you say you've given a lot of tips and a lot of things, and you've said we need to do this, we need to do that. How does somebody just go about it? You know, how does someone take the first step?
Again, like I said in the beginning, it's education. Because if you step without knowing, you're gonna fall on your face.
True.
Right. So you're supposed to look before you leap, right? So you know why? Because you're being cautious. So you have to learn before you take those steps out there. That's what happens to a lot of people. And I'm glad you asked that question. It's an excellent question, because so many people say, oh, just go. No, for instance, if you just went somewhere, you didn't have directions, how you gonna get there? So you need information, like a navigation system. If you don't know where you're going, the navigation system tells you turn left, turn right, get off at this exit. So you need information to give you the directions so you can reach the destination of wealth.
All right, let's talk about Synergetic Network Group. Do you provide services like this that can help people, like, you know, people that need this kind of help? Is this what you guys do?
We point them in the right direction.
Oh, you point them in the right direction.
We based upon our network and those that are in the network and those that we have met, we begin to point people in the right direction, and they can link with those subject matter experts, and they can get the information that they need. We don't profess to be experts at anything, to be honest with you. We just know somebody that knows more than we do.
That's all right. Having the hookup or knowing where to go for the information.
I do have to say this though. What we do specialize in, our expertise is igniting. We teach people how to start. That's what we really specialize in. That's why we bring on the subject matter experts, because they are the ones that gives them, like my queen stated, gives them the information, because they are the SME. They are the subject matter expert. So that's what we encourage people to do. Hey, begin, because of course you can never accomplish anything that you never start.
Right. We have a question. Should an independent contractor file even if they are not making a lot of money?
I would, because in Mary Kay, I wasn't making a lot of money. And any other business that I started, I wasn't making a lot of money. And because of the deductions that, the different, I guess, write-offs that you can use, it would cause you to get more money back.
And if you don't, go ahead.
Yes. So you file that, and you also file for your deductions, and you probably get a check back.
Yes. And also if you don't, tax evasion. You know what I'm saying? So if your business is legally registered and you don't do that, now you're talking about tax evasions. And the IRS, they do audits. And I'm telling you, before I became an entrepreneur, they audited me.
Oh,
so
wow.
Some people think, they're never going to find out. Oh, it's too many people out there. Don't believe the hype. I'm telling you right now, they sent me a letter. And also it's important to keep all of your tax returns filed, because when they audited me, I had to literally send them documentation to prove what they were requesting of me. So that's another thing. That's why it's important too to keep good records.
Okay. Hey, Kimberly Sumter. Kimberly Sumter has a podcast, and we had her on the show just not too long ago. And this is the beautiful lady who I'm going to be on her podcast on Monday. So look out for that link. You can check the link further in this meeting, in this show. Yes, register your business, says Kimberly. Another question. So many of us can make it, but we do not know how to maintain it. In the end, everything falls apart and we're back to where we began. And this is because when we don't have all of the information that we need, or the information. What would you say to that, you guys?
I just say that right now, there's a lot of groups out there. It's not like it was many, many years ago. There's so many groups. There's so many meetup groups. Well, maybe they're meeting online now. There's so many Facebook groups. There's so many just groups, even on Eventbrite, that you can go and you can get this information. You have the Small Business Administration here in the US, and you can get a lot of information. And then if you join a network group, you can ask the people in the network who specialize in this area. In our network group, we have many that specialize in business, that do different things such as accounting and bookkeeping, and some teach on business. It's a little bit easier these days when it comes down to business and setting up business than it was in the past.
Definitely. I mean, we having the internet and so many resources that we can definitely find the help. It's sometimes just knowing where to look, and then I like what you said about the networks that you associate with. There's always somebody that can help you.
Absolutely.
You've had a knack for business ever since you were young, though, Amani. From what I understand, you mentioned you've bought your first property at 21. How did that come about? Because that's not the average. You're above average right there.
When you have good mentors in your life, when you have good role models, and you have people that you look up to. My father, he built his first house when he was 19 years old. I mean, brick upon brick.
Wow.
And he was a real estate investor that owned many houses and land. And I've seen him, I've seen his work. And as my king stated, when you're building generational wealth, you have to teach your children. You have to let them see what's going on. You have to walk with them. You have to talk with them. You have to stress the importance of maintaining what you have. Not only that, with us, we're in our business, we have our kids. We want them to know how to be a landlord. We gave them X amount of percent of the business. We want our children to know how to run an online business.
Wow.
I've taught my daughter since she was, my first online business was 2002. She was by my side from 2002 until this very time. She knows that when she needs to get money, she knows how to get money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I taught her.
Yes.
And I know there is no reason that she should ever want for anything, because I gave her the golden duck or the golden egg. So as I had, like my parents, my father was a construction a general contractor. He had a huge construction business that employed over 50 people in the neighborhood. He built prisons and stores and schools, etc. He was a great example. We have to be that example for our children. Right. We have to be that light. We have to help our children through this, because it's not going to do you any good to just throw wealth at them when they don't know how to handle it. We have to set them up properly, with the life insurance and all of these things. So when we do go away, they don't have a bill. What are you passing on to? That's not generational wealth. That's generational debt.
Right.
You have to set this thing up properly.
Yes.
That's why, I teach my children passive income. I teach them, about gold and stocks, things of that nature. I taught them, let me say this about a 401k, because a lot of people, some people don't believe in it because the way the stock market is. I contributed to my 401k since I was 19 years old. When I got with my king and decided that we would go out in real estate, guess what? I had some cash to buy some houses, cash.
Wow.
So we have to teach our children how to, again, lay brick upon brick, how to build this thing, to maintain it and keep it so that we can have generational wealth.
Amen to that. People are loving this. Yes, we must be an example, says Kimberly. Preach, says Tina.
Don't push her now. Don't push her.
I get a text.
You see the reason why I married this woman?
I see. Amazing. I'm so inspired.
She's intelligent. That's one reason why I married.
Lack of information is one of the reasons why some don't do better. You guys are a powerful, dynamic couple. I'm loving everything that I'm hearing from you guys. Own the house. Don't settle for just renting, says Kimberly. Speak the truth, says Jasmine. Wow. People want to, I know after this session, people are going to want to connect with you to see what kind of communities you guys are involved with, and they're going to want to be a part of what you're a part of. How can people get hold of you guys?
They can follow us on our actual Facebook page at Synergetic Network Group LLC.
Synergetic Network Group LLC. I'm going to just drop this in to make sure that people can see.
And our Instagram is Synergetic NG. Synergetic, the letter N and the letter G on Instagram.
Okay, so let's put up Synergetic Network Group LLC. Guys, just search on Facebook for this, and I'm sure you'll be able to find other things from this page, right?
Yes.
Okay,
definitely.
so this will be the main page. This is the main page.
Yes, that's our page, and basically what's going on there is, of course, we the community liaison for entrepreneurs and consumers, and so what we do is we highlight businesses. So when they come there, what they're going to see is they're going to see a plethora of various businesses that's there, and it's all centered around that. What our mission is to make it global as it relates to cooperative economics, to create a modern day green book, if you will. So that's why we did that. It's so that people could come there and look for products and services from our own.
Beautiful, beautiful. Were you going to say something, Amani?
No, I just saw somebody's comment say, I love it. My husband and I was talking about moving forward with our own home. One thing about home ownership is it's one of the bedrocks in building wealth. You see, and the reason that you can build wealth in a home is because it appreciates, and you're able to do so many things with that extra, I guess I'm gonna say appreciation of the home. You can take out loans if you need to. You can put your children through college if you need to take it out and just make a bunch of money. So when you're selecting a home, it is best to select a home in a place that will appreciate. I know we love our neighborhoods and things like that, but one thing that they do have is a stranglehold on the amount that our homes appreciate to in value. So I know that we own a couple homes here, and in certain neighborhoods, it's been that same price for centuries, seem like decades. It's just crazy that these homes they don't appreciate. So if you don't appreciate, so where's the family going to get the wealth to do the things that they need to do?
Right.
And besides, perhaps launching out into a business. I mean, if they wanted to borrow money from themselves, they can't because they don't have any money there.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that my king and I had established. We were our own banks.
Wow.
We had our money that we've been saving up since we were 19 years old, and had appreciation and value in our home since we purchased, since was there since 21 years old. And we had a job where we were maximizing on the benefits that they had. We have to be intentional. We have to be strategic in what our money and how we set ourselves up to pass it down to our children.
I love that. I love that. We are our own bank. We are our own bank. Yes, come on now.
They didn't get a chance. They didn't get a chance to deny us. When they looked around, we already had the deeds in hand.
I love it.
May I touch on that real quick too? Sure. That's the importance of investing as well, because you borrow money from yourself. Yeah, I understand if you get stocks family and you sell some stocks, yes, there's a capital gains tax, but that tax is not going to be nowhere near as high as the interest that a bank will put on a loan.
Exactly.
If you get because we talked about generational wealth, let's be more specific, because we are in the life insurance industry as well too. We'll be there real soon, legally. I'm studying for that now. Okay. But if you get you an IUL, which is like an index universal life insurance policy, what is the significance of that? It's because it has living benefits, meaning if you get ill, okay, not unto death, right? If you just get ill, and the doctor sent a letter stating that, this person can't work, this is what it is, you'll be able to get money from yourself. Okay, money from yourself. Not only that, you're able to grow your money in an IUL or a whole life policy. It's better than a term life because term life does not have any type of investing piece added to it. It's only a death benefit. You see? So we want to start investing in things like that because it has an investing piece to it. It protects your money too, the IUL and the whole life. Why? Because when the market crashes, your money doesn't go down and it doesn't go up. It stays the same. You don't lose any money. You see? So you're able to have a death benefit. You're able with an IUL whole life because you're able to leave money. Then you're able to also benefit from that while you are alive. It's time out for these GoFundMes.
Right.
That's not you know, an investment tool at all. You know, you don't leave anybody wealth from that. You understand? You know, so we have to move away from that, okay, and start learning these various financial tools that better help us. Another thing too about the IUL whole life, the tax is a little higher. Not the tax, but the interest on that is a little higher than the IUL. And the IUL too, you also are able to get dividends after 6 years on it, depending on what company you with, you know. And then also we want to move our monies over into high yielding savings accounts where you're able to get that interest. With a bank, it's only 1%. Matter of fact, less than 1%. It's 0.01%, meaning you only get like a penny putting it in the savings. Right. But if you put it into something like the IUL or the whole life, you're able to grow your money, protect your money, and you're able to leave generational wealth. That I just wanted to add that in there too.
There's so much that we could talk about, and we have run out of time. I just want to take just two more things. Somebody asked the question: do you operate outside of the US?
Well, we do, depending on what you're referring to.
You have to be a little bit more specific.
Yes, because our actual clothing from our online store at Kevlar Lifestyle, our products come from Africa.
And we ship
and we ship worldwide. So if you want to know about that,
yeah, you want to know about that, get in touch with these guys. Kimberly says, I love the fact that you said we. That's the key. You work together as a team. It's beautiful to see your level of respect for one another. I love it. Did you hear them, Kimberly, calling each other king and queen? And he called every lady a queen. So it's special. It's so beautiful. Okay. All righty. So I think with that, thank you both, says Tina. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And connect with this king and this queen, because they have a wealth of information. They do videos. They talk about a lot of different things. You talk about marriage. You talk about just life in general. And it's just so refreshing to see such positivity. So guys, definitely connect with them. I want to thank you, Amar. I want to thank you, Amani, king and queen, and we shall connect again very soon.
Yes, we'll have you on too. You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amani. Good night. All right, guys, we don't have a lot of time. We are going to end this call, and if anybody wants to get onto the private Zoom call that I'm about to have, I think I mentioned to you earlier that I'm going to be revealing some stuff tonight that I've just discovered about this business that I'm in. Check this out. I've been with this company now for 1 month. 1 month I've been with this brand new business, and I did a launch. Do you remember I did a launch like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago I did a business launch, and I've discovered some things during this month's time. Now, if you want to be a part of this session, I'm going to be going live in about 5 minutes. If you want to go not live, I'm going to be doing a Zoom call. I'm going to be doing a Zoom call to tell you what I've discovered about this business in the last month of being with it. You never know until you get into some of these things what is behind the curtain. I want to reveal it. I want to reveal all the secrets behind the curtain. If you want to be a part of this, ask me for the link. It's only going to be going to the people who ask for the link. I can't do this in public. Guys. It has to be done in private. So if you want the link, ask me for the link and I will give you the link. And we're going to go onto Zoom, and it's only going to be about 15 minutes or so. It's going to be a very, very short meeting, but I need to tell you, it couldn't wait another day. I had to say, you know what? I got to tell you what I've discovered. So I want you guys, if you want to know what I didn't know about the business opportunity that I launched like 2 weeks ago. I've been in it for a month. I launched it 2 weeks ago, and this is what I want to reveal. It's going to be happening at 9 o'clock. So we're talking about 5 minutes from now. If you want to be a part of this, you got to ask me for the Zoom link. Kimberly wants the Zoom link, If anybody else wants the Zoom link, let me know, because we're going to be going live in just 5 minutes from now. Alma Stone, hey, welcome, Alma. Alma was on the call. Alma was on the meeting, I believe, and was Jasmine there? No, Jasmine couldn't make it, but there were several people. Tina, I think you might have been on the call too. Any of you guys that were on the call when we had the business launch, and Gary was there. Gary's part of it, of course, and Marcy's a part of it too. But if you guys want to know the inside scoop, I'm going to be sending you the link. Jasmine was on. Oh, Jasmine was on. So I'm going to reveal what I've discovered since I've been on. I've been in this thing for like a month now. I want to reveal what it's all about from the inside. You know, I'm going to give you the skinny, as they say. I'm going to give you the stuff. All right. So let me go ahead and end this, and send me a message if you want to get the link, and I will send that link to you directly. All right, guys, this is the end of this segment. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to jump off of this, and I'm going to get on the private Zoom link and reveal all these little secrets that people don't tell you. All right, I'm going to reveal it all. Can't be done in public. I got to do it in private. All right, guys, I will see you next week on MJ Live. I want to thank the king and queen who we had on the show today, and I will see you next week. All right, bye for now. Let me see who else said it. Oh, Alma wants it. All right, Facebook. I'm going to find out who's asking for it, and I'm going to send it to you directly. All right, bye for now.